You've been knocked down and got up again. In a corner, you're surrounded, no defenders. You've hid your fury and kept it in. But it's time now, you ignite and turn to embers. Like a phoenix, you burst in a fire, burn. A thirst and desire, you transform right up in a flash. You spread your wings to rise from the ashes. Phoenix, you burst in a fire, burn. A thirst and desire, you transform right up in a flash. You spread your wings to rise from the ashes.
Electric Boogaloo.
You see the truth behind the veil, and you know that they're just looking for attention. Oh, you don't let the ruthlessness prevail. Oh, it's time now, light your fires for ascension. Like a phoenix, you burst in a fire, burn. A thirst and desire, you transform right up in a flash. You spread your wings to rise from the ashes. Phoenix, you burst in a fire, burn. A thirst and desire, you transform right up in a flash. You spread your wings to rise from the ashes. Fire burn, a thirst and desire, you transform right up here.
Shine bright up all night, we're never slowing down. Fall in love, drunk mistakes, we're bound to hit the ground. Gotta keep this feeling, keep on breathing, even if we're slipping away. So I close my eyes and lose myself.
Hello, everyone. How's everyone doing? Hope you are well wherever you are. Today is April 16th, 2024. It is 8:32 p.m. on the East Coast of the United States. It's good to see you all in chat. Thank you all for joining me. Hello, hello, hello. All right. So, a lot going on. We're going to do a lot of call in shows today. We're going to take a lot of calls, hopefully. You can also text. But what we're going to be talking about is a little bit of everything. Uh, Today, Jesse Vang was in uh, in court today. Sorry, I was trying to fix something. Was in court today, and he pled not guilty. Not guilty. Oh, Stacy, prayers, honey. God bless you. Um, so yeah, he pled not guilty today, and the state said they had, quote, voluminous evidence, and they needed time in order. Thank you, Amy. And they needed time in order to get all the evidence together. So the next court hearing, I think it's like June. I don't know, June something. June. I think it's the end of June. Sometimes. All right. Let me show. Look at Jesse. Look at him. Prison has not done him well. I'll just say that. Prison definitely has not done Jesse very well. Which I don't think prison. I mean, I guess some people do good in prison better than others, but this is, in my opinion, although he is innocent until proven guilty in a court of law, the things that he told with his own words, authorities, is very damning, in my opinion. May either be long, but hey, ATS, good to see you, honey. I mean, he looks like a little drowned rat. He does. He just looks like a little drowned rat right there. Um, he looks like a frightened little boy, which maybe he has time to reflect on, in my opinion, what he did to little Elijah Vu, making him stand for hours, changing his diaper once a day. Unbelievable. What this little child faced, 3 years old, trying to make him become a man. He doesn't look like a man there, if you ask me. The things that he openly. What happened to Quentin Simon? Um, well, I know Leilani was in court the other day, which we're going to be covering, but I don't know if anything happened today. Let me look. Okay. Actually, something did maybe happen. I think that was Thursday. Yeah, we'll watch that. We can watch that, sure. Quentin Simon. No man, yeah, just a mouse. Yeah. So that's him. Yeah, Bushi. I'm gonna do a live on Quentin tomorrow. We'll talk on it today, though, as well. Um, he openly admitted that he made Mohawk, I believe his family does have his 15-year-old special needs son. Unbelievable that a man could make a 3-year-old stand in a corner for 1 to 3 hours, throw him in a cold shower, and get mad at this child whenever he soiled his diaper too much, the one diaper that he was afforded or allowed to have in one day. The last photo that you and I have not seen, but authorities do have it, is thank you for calling, dear.
Hi, Justin. This is Glenda from Michigan.
Hey, Glenda.
Justin, you probably just captured my number. I want to talk to you not about the Elijah Pooh case,
Sure.
but about Sebastian Robbins. I mean Sebastian's case.
Sure. Yep. Go for it. We're talking about it all today.
All right. All right. Well, I got a great big theory on this, honey.
All right.
It's something that nobody else has really brought up. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
First of all, I'm going to go with motive. Motive is the fact that I believe that Chris was just so domineering over Sebastian that it was ridiculous. I mean, honestly, it was.
Mm-hmm.
And I believe that Katie has the same kind of rigid attitude because they're both military trained. And you have to look at their background, okay? They're not going to talk because they are trained not to talk in the service.
Mm-hmm.
No information out. Okay? Then we have to go with the scenario. I think that Nina had made it very clear that he was not going to get the daughter back. And I believe that because mother was so invested in the granddaughter when she was young, that she has pushed Chris every year for 7 years about getting custody of that child. Okay?
Mm-hmm.
I believe she's very wanting that very much. And I believe that he was very resentful towards Sebastian because of that.
Chris was very resentful.
Okay. Yes, Chris was very resentful because he has Sebastian and not his own child.
I
And
agree
it was
with
making
that.
his mother and the family very unhappy.
And can I say something
Okay,
real
so
quick?
when
Can I say something real quick?
yes,
But I think Chris wanted to get Sebastian out of the house and move his daughter in. And I think equally
I
that
believe that's true.
she would have, Katie would have been resentful then.
Well, that's true. But at the same time, you have to look at Katie's background and Chris's background.
Mm-hmm.
And Katie's been with that family for 7 years or so
Mhm.
now. And I believe she's become ingrained in that family and she likes that lifestyle.
Yes.
She didn't like the lifestyle she grew up in.
Yep.
And I believe he held that against her. And I believe that's the reason the marriage was in trouble right now.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so let's go to the timeline. Okay, Katie goes out. She does all this stuff with the kid. They go to dinner. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
I believe that Sebastian never changed clothes. That he was in the clothes that he wore out. Okay, and we're going to stop right there.
Mm-hmm.
Let's go to Chris and his timeline. Okay, the mother, Chris was supposed to have been at the trailer all night. What if the mother and the stepdad drove to Memphis in a different vehicle, parked around the corner? Maybe the mother had on the same, maybe just the mother alone. She had on the same outfit as Chris because I believe this is all planned.
Mm-hmm.
Chris walked, if you look at where the trailer is parked, it's on the street. There's a big wide opening there for exit out. I believe he walked around the block, took his mother's car. Maybe they were dressed the same. That way nobody would notice. 2:30, 3 o'clock. It's busy in the neighborhood. people getting out of work, coming home from school, stuff like that. She walks up, she gets in the trailer, she stays there. Okay, Chris drives to Hendersonville. He meets Katie. Well, in the meantime, I believe somewhere along the way, Katie was giving, maybe in his drinks or in his food, extra medicine for Sebastian to make him sleep.
Mm-hmm.
She gets him in the car. Katie gets him in the car. She meets Chris. They take off his shoes because they know he won't run without his shoes. And if he did, Chris would be able to catch him. He's asleep. Maybe they meet in a secluded spot. He takes him out. He puts him in the other vehicle. Remember, Mom's a realtor. Okay?
Mm-hmm.
I believe they have property and somebody should check into it. Down in a rural area. You know how rural Tennessee is? I was born in Knoxville, Tennessee, was raised down there.
Mm-hmm.
So maybe she meets him. They transfer the child. He drops this child off in some rural place with somebody that they know, because I don't think they killed him. He drives back to Memphis. Mom meets him. She takes the car. He's back in the trailer. Mom's been on the phone to Katie all this time. So the phone looks like, hey, somebody's talking. She's talking to Katie, taking Katie's, telling her to relax, be calm, whatever. Katie's dressed in black. She takes out the trash. That's the reason she used the black outfit. So nobody would think it wasn't her, it was Sebastian. What do you think?
I mean, I don't think that happened personally. That's not my theory, but anything is possible, right? Is it probable though? Is it
The
probable?
whole family's involved. Remember, custody battles. Look, we
So
just
what
had
do you think is the motive? What was the motive?
The motive, I believe, is getting Sebastian out of the house so that they could try to gain custody of Faith.
Okay.
I think it was all resentment. I think so much of resentment had built up towards Sebastian. I mean, because they didn't like the child, they didn't entertain the child.
So
it was like he was in the way.
So my question is, why didn't they just give him to Seth?
Well, I think because of maybe all the abuse and stuff, and the fact that he was trying to get custody of his kid. He didn't want all that crap coming out.
Well, my question is, but he went there on the weekends.
Well, yeah, but children get scared. Children get scared.
Of course,
I know.
Of course they get scared. Of course.
Well, I know that my own father abused me for a long time, and I never told anyone. Oh, that's okay. I'm 75 years old now, so
well, it's not okay.
I've grown past that. Yeah, but at the same time, I'm just saying, children are scared into not saying things because maybe Chris was telling him, something's going to happen to his dad or to his mom or something. I don't know. I don't have all the answers. That's just my scenario about that phone call, his shoes, the outfit he was wearing. How come they couldn't produce that? It's just all these things that I've been thinking about. And the shoes, but my scenario took him. Maybe they gave him to some kind of cult or some kind of wilderness thing. I don't know. But look, Chris made the statement to Seth that if you want to find your child, then maybe you should go to church. Well, now I heard the same thing in the Summer Wells case. I follow that too. So, and I always thought that church was always kind of, I'm just saying, Justin, I just gave you something to kind of look at, something different.
Sure.
Than
Absolutely.
just everything else that's going on. Okay, well, thank you for your time, and I love your show. I love you. You're marvelous.
Thank you, my dear.
You just keep putting these children out there. I mean, as a survivor myself, it just breaks my heart to see so many of them disappear. And like I say, look, we just went to a custody battle in Oklahoma here where the ladies ended up dead. So,
Oh,
custody
wow.
battles get very nasty.
Yeah,
They
yeah.
get very nasty, and people do dirty things,
Pride and
and
ego can really do some
yes,
really
yes,
bad things, right?
yes, yes. Lord be with us in this time of turmoil that we have in this country, Justin. It's really bad. And I just pray to God that, our Lord will make it better for all of us. So you take care of yourself, okay? And I
Hmm.
love you.
Thank you, my dear. Love
All
you
right,
too.
bye.
Bye bye. Okay. All right. Well, that is interesting. Uh-oh, Kelly's late. Give her a late slip. Kelly, Kelly, Kelly. What am I going to do with you, Kelly? I'm telling you. It's okay, honey. Welcome in. Mi casa, su casa, right? All right. Yeah, I mean, I'm open to hearing anyone's theories. Thank you, Darcy, again. Thank you so much. Seth was getting Sebastian. He already had him enrolled in school. Yes, yes. I mean, that's personally, the callers, it wasn't personally, that's not my theory, but I am very open to hear everyone's thoughts, uh their questions, comments, concerns on this case, right? But why are you getting 100K? Because you, okay, hold on. All right, took care. Thank you for calling.
Hey, Justin.
Hey,
Finally got to call you. I
yay.
love what you do, sweetheart.
Oh, thank
Helping,
you.
trying to help these babies.
Thank you,
I
dear.
watch. I don't have YouTube, but I watch you on my TV.
Oh, thank you so much.
I do. I love what you do. There's a few of you. I love you, Dolly Vision, and Betty.
Oh, thank
You,
you.
you two are the ones I watch.
I
But
appreciate you.
I think, I think Sebastian's alive.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think. I I think they have put him somewhere,
Mm-hmm.
but I don't think they themselves did it.
You think they had someone do it?
Yeah, his mama.
Mm, interesting. You think maybe
But I think
I've heard
I,
people say
I
that
think they.
she may have not wanted him to go to Seth even, and she may have put him somewhere, not because she didn't want him to go to Seth, and she's kind of
Um,
caught in the
Now I'm
middle. But
talking about Chris's mother.
gotcha. So,
Uh, think about it for just a minute, okay? I mean, I may be 100% wrong.
mm-hmm,
I may be 100% wrong.
yeah,
It's just, of course, Katie and them would have had to known about it.
sure,
But she wanted that grandbaby, that granddaughter.
yes.
What's her name? What's
Uh,
that little girl's
Faith,
name?
Faith.
Yeah, she wanted her so bad,
Mm-hmm.
and when they had no choice but to give her back, she even told her son, "Run her over."
Yeah, that's according to Nina.
Yeah,
Mhm.
I honestly, I believe every word that come out of Nina's mouth.
I did too. I do
I
too.
really do.
I
I
do too.
believe every word. She was too distraught to be faking this shit.
Yeah, I don't think anybody could fake those emotions. I mean, it was really
Uh,
that was rough to watch Nina hurt that much,
I
right?
cried my eyes out,
Hmm.
sitting and listening. I absolutely cried my eyes out.
Yeah.
I'm a I'm 63-year-old. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
I'm a survivor of SA.
I'm so sorry.
I was 8 years old when it first happened, and it went on for 10 years.
Oh wow.
I never, I never told anyone, and this happened in a foster home.
Mm-hmm. Wow.
I was told that if I told that I would be taken, just think what I can do to your little brother, because they won't take him.
Wow.
My my little brother was born with diabetes, Justin. He was always sickly. Okay, I had being the oldest. There was 2 years difference between us. I was 6 and he was 4 when we was taken away and put out in that evil home,
Mm-hmm.
and we were abused so much. I was, not him. I kept my mouth shut to protect him. I had to. He was my brother.
Absolutely. It's so sad that,
And
as
I wasn't the
kids,
only
you're
one.
protecting, you
My,
feel you're
my foster brother, my foster mother and father kept over 100 kids. Can you imagine the little girls he went through?
oh
I know for a
my
fact
God.
I wasn't the only one. But I did not find this out 2 years later. I know
Wow.
this is hard to talk about, Justin. I don't talk about this too often.
Yeah.
When little Madeline Soto's case come up, it hit me like a ton of bricks from when I was a little girl.
Brings all that back,
I I,
triggers you.
I know I know what I know what that baby went through because I
Mm-hmm.
would do it myself.
Yeah.
Yeah, people that doesn't go through that, they can say, I can imagine. No, you can't. You can't imagine the
Yeah.
pain. The I felt even now. I feel like I'm not good for nobody
Mm-hmm.
because that's what I've always taught,
Yeah.
that I would never be good for nobody. I've always been told that.
Right.
But this little Sebastian, I honestly think he's alive. I pray that for Seth anyway. And I pray they find that baby and return him to his father, and that he never has to go back to that house again. I pray that every night.
Mm-hmm.
Every night.
Me too.
But I just wanted to let you know, honey, you keep doing you, and I love your show, and I love for what you stand for.
Thank you.
God bless you,
God
sweetheart,
bless
and you
you.
keep doing you.
Thank you, my love. I really
Mm,
appreciate you. Thank you. Bye bye.
bye.
Okay. I'm going to turn the phone lines off for just a moment so we can go through some of this real quick. That is really sad. Guys, there has been there there's a you know, when you feel like we all at times feel like, oh my God, what's going on in my life or whatever. But then you hear other people and damn, they've been through some rough stuff, right? And you're like, okay, maybe it's not that bad, right? So there's a lot, someone's always worse off, I guess, right? God bless her. 100 foster. That's crazy. So I do want to talk about, I want to show you this. This is one of the first videos uh with the chief talking, and this was shortly after Sebastian went missing. I don't specifically want to talk about Sebastian all in this live with just kind of how it's gravitated right now, but this is about not only Sebastian, but it's about Michael Vaughn, Summer Wells, right? Elijah Vu. We can talk about all of it. So if you have a question, a comment about any of these cases, please, of course, Toro, thank you. Let it go. So, all right.
Help us is keep sharing it on social media. If you see something, say something, call the Sumner County Emergency Communication Center at 615-451-3838 and check your home surveillance video. Just check. If you see something, call us. We'll come out and look. I think that's going to be what breaks the case is somebody's home surveillance video seeing something.
At what point are people going to
Somebody's home surveillance video seeing something. Now, did the video did any security footage pick up Sebastian leaving? Did any of the security footage pick up Chris and or Katie and or someone else coming to that home between the hours of, in my opinion, 8 p.m. to 5 a.m.? I mean, does it pick up 100% of the time? Does the neighbor's doorbell or whatever, the security footage, does it pick up 100% of the time? Colin Farrell. Yeah. Kind of does, doesn't he?
They absolutely are. Sumner County is the greatest place on earth. I truly believe that. We have the absolute greatest citizens here, but we also have the best law enforcement relationships in the county. We've got people from across the state here, the TBI, Cincinnati Highway Patrol, Hendersonville, Gallatin sent people. We have plenty of first responders. So my urge to the public right now would be to check your home videos.
That is absolutely true. They did say they were combing through thousands of hours of video. Sounds like none of the security cameras picked up anything. I'm still questioning if I don't know. I mean, she was in the military. She did Katie did work with all the electronic stuff. So,
And stay rested, because when the call comes, we'll put it out on social media, and that's when we'll need you to come.
and then did you want to speak as well? Okay, I'm going to get you.
In the meantime, is when you approach this search, is it different looking for a child than an adult?
It's definitely different looking for a child with autism. Yesterday, we consulted with someone in the first responder world who does emergency management, who also has children who are autistic, and she kind of laid it out for some things that I didn't understand or comprehend at first. She gave us a lot of tips and tricks. So we've had several calls from people with autistic relatives that have told us, hey, have you thought about this? And listen, there's nothing off the table. I don't care how crazy it sounds. If it's going to help me find Sebastian, get him home safe to his family, I'm going to do it.
And what are some of those considerations that go into looking for a child with autism?
Some of the things that he likes, what he's familiar with. We know that Sebastian likes cats. We were told that his favorite song was Eye of the Tiger. We tried playing that to just kind of calm him and let him know we're here to help him. I'm sure that he could see what's going on here and be intimidated. But if he sees this newscast, I want him to know, Sebastian, come out. We're here to help you. We just want to get you home safe.
And at this point, have you guys ruled out any indication of foul play?
I won't say that we've ruled out any indication of foul play, but I will say that the family has been nothing but cooperative with us. Nothing but.
That's what they said about Summer Wells's parents, Don and Candace. The family have been cooperating, and then Ronnie Lawson, year and a half later, comes out and says they're not cooperating. So there's that. I want to go back to Cripple Creek's farm. Justin, too many family members work in law enforcement. If they had anything They won't say anything, I don't believe. I agree with you. Notice how they are not saying if you see this car, or if you see this between the hours of this and that. They're just saying search your cameras, which now it's too late for that. I mean, cameras, they have already taped over what happened over 40 days ago. So I don't know if they have. Obviously they have more than we do. I hope, but do they have enough? No, large tooth. This is in the very, very beginning. And KP said, search your properties. Yeah. Which kind of makes me think, does that mean he's on? Does that mean he's not on someone's property?
There's no indication of foul play at the moment.
How have those tips been and people coming in and offering up information that you guys have had in?
Exactly. Chris is so cooperative that he can't keep his lie straight. He's so cooperative that he won't take a lie detector test. Right? Right, Chris? Yeah, public land. Yes. He is cooperating so much that he can't keep his lie straight, in my opinion, as well. Cooperating so much that he didn't need to take a lie detector test, he says. Cooperating so much that he's went dark and not said a damn thing since the lie detector thing. He ain't saying nothing. This really feels like Summer Wells all over again. Even this press conference reminds me of Summer Wells. It reminds me of good Lord, I've said his name a million times. Captain, forget his name. Tim Cook.
We've had several tips. One of the tips was that he was sighted off of Newman's Trail off Long Hollow Pike. We actually, when we got that tip, we sent a team out. We made contact with who they thought was Sebastian, and it was not. Again, that's a great tip. It could have been. So if somebody sees something, call us.
See something, say something. See something, say something. Gannon Stout. God bless. I wish, in Gannon's case, in my opinion, we absolutely know who did it. We just don't know where Gannon is. And there's just not enough to charge her. There's just not enough to charge her. And I think that is, the thing about a lot of these cases is many times, in my opinion, who did it. They just don't have. I'm sorry. I'm thinking about not Gannon Stout. I'm thinking of, it's late. Gannon was found in Florida. Hold on, I'll think of it in a minute. 1 second.
Let us know.
And do you guys know? I know you guys were checking shoes last night to see if he was here.
I'm thinking of shit. What's the redheaded step? Kyron Horman. Thank you. I'm thinking of Kyron Horman. Yes. I'm thinking of Kyron. Yeah, sorry. Thank you guys for knowing what I'm thinking. Because clearly I don't know what I'm thinking, but you guys do. there's just, yeah, Gannon was found. I know that. I could not cover the Gannon Stout case, because that recording, Terry is Kyron's stepmom. She's a whole nother thing, which we know, in my opinion, she's as guilty as sin, in my opinion. But going back, I'm bad with names. I'm bad with names all the time, especially since my limes and my head goes blank. They'll Daisy Joe, they'll drop you. They'll drop the email address. Yeah, I couldn't cover Gannon's case. That recording of him pleading, that messed me up. Messed me up. Messed. I haven't even listened to the full thing. I can't. I can't even do it. It's called getting old. Okay, Daisy Joe. Thank you. I will. I can't do Elijah's case. It makes me so angry. It's unreal. Yeah, I know 1-800. It's really bad. It's really bad to know Katrina took a photo of her own son in bed, blindfolded and bruised, is just absolutely horrid. But Kyron Horman, in that case, I believe absolutely we know who did it, whose story, again, does not make sense. There's just not enough to prove, which I believe in a lot of these cases is again, I think in Summer Wells's case, now Michael Monkey Vaughn's case, there is progression. I do believe that hopefully Michael will be found. But I do believe that there is some justice coming in the very near future for Michael Monkey Vaughn. And God bless Brandy and Tyler and the Vaughn family, because they've been through it. They have been through it. You guys know we've done a lot of research and talking about Michael Vaughn's case, and interviews. Oh God, he was one. He was one. I'm telling you, and that is absolutely right, Crafty Chris. Brandy has non-stop for nearly 3 years busted her ass trying to find her son, get justice for her son, and constantly putting his name out there. God bless her. Oh, I hope. Okay. Thank you, Nancy Joe. I thought I almost blocked you for a minute. I was like, ah! Oh, Brandy's still handing out flyers. She's still uh, putting up signs, everything. Everything. Now, when you see Brandy versus Don and Candace Wells versus Chris and Katie, Seth and, the Vaughn family, they're the ones advocating for their children, right? Summer, she didn't have anyone in her family advocating for her. No one. They were too busy either in jail or beating the shit out of each other half the time. Candace has lost every child that she's ever had, right? Yeah, she still doesn't. She still doesn't. They still don't. They didn't get the boys back. That's done. That is ship sailed a while ago. So they'll go to an event if it's, you know, free food and you put it together for them, they'll show up. Yeah, they'll show up. But as far as them initiating something to do to advocate for their daughter, nothing. Absolutely nothing. They don't fight for their kids. Candace has never fought for the seven lives that she has given life to. Nothing. Absolutely nothing. Yeah, the fair so she can go ride the rides. I think this point was Summer. It's just a matter of bringing justice to Don and Candace Wells. Oh, I absolutely think they're guilty. Absolutely. I absolutely think Don and or Candace and or Grandis, 1 to 3 of them are guilty. I absolutely do. I mean, they live, I've said it a million times. Nobody would come up on that hill and take a child in 2 minutes. I mean, it's just the most ridiculous story ever. It's ridiculous. It's absolutely ridiculous. And we're almost at 3 years. We're almost at 3 years for Summer. Almost 3 years for Michael. But Michael's case, we've got named suspects, right? They got a hall pass because they're poor and act mentally. Yeah. Well, the deficit is not winning them any points here. They don't care. They don't care. And then we have so has any heard that the young man Caleb Harris yet? Nothing on Caleb Harris either. It's amazing how we got the most technology we've ever had right now and can't solve any of this. Let me
Barefoot, is that still the case? Is he barefoot? Because I know on Facebook somebody posted a picture of these could be his shoes. Or is that so he is supposed to be barefoot?
What I can say is that his mom says all of his shoes are accounted for at the house.
Who's that, Beth? I don't know who that
I'm
is.
not going to say that he's barefoot.
And how's the family doing? Just
Not going to say that he's barefoot. I mean, Katie says he was barefoot. He's not missing any shoes.
Oh, I cannot imagine the struggle that the family is going through right
Oh,
now.
gotcha, Kelly.
I'm a dad, Director Widener's dad. I don't know how they're handling it. I couldn't survive for something like my kids.
managing all of this, what's been going through your guys' mind? Just kind of juggling all of these people and having people come in from outside agencies as well. And what's been going through your mind?
Well, I think Director Widener said it best. Every time we debrief and talk about what we've done, we're asking, what ideas do you guys have? I think I'm a pretty good law enforcement officer, but I'm not the smartest guy in the room, and I know that. So if someone's got an idea, and we've had some pretty good ideas come up, and we're gonna try everything we can. So keeping an open mind and doing anything we can to find Sebastian.
And then I also am told that he might be on medications as well, which is autistic, non-autistic spectrum. What is that kind of looking like? Is that kind of upping the danger of the situation here as well?
It definitely increases the volatility of the situation. The medicine is there, obviously to treat his autism. So how he responds to that once the medicine is out of his system is really not my expertise, but I do know that it's going to have a negative effect. So it definitely is increasing.
And as people approach him and they see him, are they advised to move slowly or call you guys first? Or I guess what's the recommendation?
I would definitely say call us first. If you're close enough to talk to Sebastian, talk enough.
Yeah, the gum thing annoys me too. He's chewing gum. Come on,
Calm,
get it out.
slow voice. Let him know that you're not there to hurt him. You're there to
Maybe
help him, and hopefully
he didn't realize he's got the gum. Maybe
you
subconsciously.
can build a rapport with him until we can get there and bring him back to the state.
About how many agencies are helping with this?
Oh, we've got at least 10 agencies here. Yesterday, and Director Widener.
I'm Ken Widener, KENWEIDNER, Director of Sumner County Emergency Management Agency. So yesterday we had multiple agencies. We have 220 searchers on the ground, and we bring them in and they go through operations and they get.
September, I apologize. I did not see that. What if SR doesn't even know he is a missing person? Katie possibly met someone halfway and told him he was going to visit a relative to get him to go. Pre-planned fun day before. It's possible. September. I mean, anything is possible at this point, right? Anything is absolutely possible. But I know a lot of people thinks this was pre-planned. A lot of people do. And it could absolutely be. Now, in my opinion, I don't feel like it was pre-planned. I feel like this is a spur of the moment kind of thing. Something went down, something happened quick, and something had to be fixed very quickly. That's just my opinion, though.
Assigned a search area, so we're using a search program to track them, and they lay traps from their cell devices, and we know where they're
Could
at,
be.
and they complete those search areas. They come back and they get reassigned, or we reassign them when we're in the field. So today we'll get a count on that, but I say we're over 150 searchers on the ground today, and multiple agencies, and THP helicopter, and I'm not sure what the chief went over, Metro's helicopter, TBI fixed wing, over 10 drones. We've got 12 canine teams here, 8 mounted units yesterday, horses yesterday, and 10 here today. So we're covering as much ground as we can, and we keep expanding that search area. And we have pounded the area.
Yeah, I'm going to show you guys an Amber Alert here in a minute.
That he went missing from, and the neighborhood adjacent, and we keep expanding that out.
And with the anticipation of the temperature dropping tomorrow and a chance for storms, is that going to change the search, or is it going to have any impact on his ability to survive?
We're concerned about the weather because we don't know exactly what he's dressed in, and we could have some flurries tomorrow. And the storms, so the wet, and you lose body temperature 30 times faster when you're wet than when you're dry in the air or in water. And so we're concerned about that, and the chance that we could have flurries tomorrow and those dropping temperatures. So we'll continue to work with drones and FLIR, and we've actually utilized tactical teams, SWAT teams, the county ERT, and night vision that our operators have, and they've been in the field for many hours at nighttime.
Yeah, that was my next question. How do you guys operate the searches at night? I know last night they got dark soon, and it's going to get dark soon here today again. How does those searches go in?
Well, I mean, they said that they were doing the search at the landfill as a precautionary, but I don't believe they do anything as a precautionary. They don't spend that kind of money as a precautionary, right? That cost a lot of money in order to go to a landfill to pay, FBI detectives, which would have had to do it. Amber Alert issued for
Folks,
Montgomery.
if we're going to win re-election,
Okay,
I need
come
you
on,
by
Joe.
my
Get
side
off.
from the very start.
We have a breaking news update regarding that Amber Alert issued for 2 missing Montgomery children. The Alabama Law Enforcement Agency now says that car they believe to be connected to this case has been found, but the 2 children are still missing. You see them there on your screen. Caden Perryman, he is just 5 years old, and Janijah Gunn, she is 13. Police say they believe she took the 5-year-old. Again, they are still missing this afternoon. The car believed to be connected to the case, that Chevy Equinox, has been recovered. These children were last seen in the area of Gibbs Village in Montgomery around 9 o'clock last night. If you have seen them, if you spot them, please call 911. We do have their pictures on WSFA.com, so you can share those to your social media pages.
Yes, Karen, tonight on STS, one of the investigators that Seth hired said the sheriff told them the cameras have Sebastian taking out the trash, going in, his room lights come on, but never him leaving. Okay, exactly. How does one get him not leaving? How do you not get him from leaving? Like, you can't just vanish out of your home. First of all, he's a kid. He doesn't have the ability to create an elaborate plan to get out. I think it was in Katie's car. I absolutely do. I've heard that before. How does that happen? How the hell do they have him just vanish, not just never coming out of that? I also wonder, could they have put him in something and even carried him out to, that wouldn't be in front of their house, like through the common area? I mean, he's got to be. You just don't you don't go in the house. You're seen taking the trash out, which I do believe it was Sebastian taking the trash out. But I personally believe when they were taking that trash out, something was either they were Katie or Chris or both of them was bitching about maybe his room being not clean, and something happened right after he got back inside. Not long after he got back inside of that house. I would love to know the time about that, the trash. What time was he taking out the trash and going back inside? The the thud, the thud sound is telling. That's okay, Michelle. Your typos, I talk in cursive half the time, so don't feel bad. Cameras inside the house would tell a lot. They would, but I also think Katie can yank those out real quick. Also, what if they were seen, what if Katie threw those cameras in the trash and knew that the trash was going to pick them up before she called the authorities, called the police? What if they were looking for cameras in the trash? Not so much Sebastian. What if they were looking for cameras? We got a black Chris Proudfoot's yard was lit up, and you can see the what? CHASR. I don't know what you mean. Heard it on the X. I'm sorry. DVR boxes, they can be heavy. Yeah, absolutely. And then you get a damn mattress, a used mattress, 2 days after, 3 days after he vanishes. You didn't need a bed in that house. You bought all new furniture when you moved into that house. They went and bought brand new furniture for that house whenever they moved in it. She said on Nancy Grace that she told him, "You okay, Bubba? You fall out of bed, Bubba? Do you pay a monthly fee for cameras?" It depends. There are, I mean, if you want like the DVR service, yes. Yes, you do. If you want just like a monitoring service where it doesn't record, you don't necessarily have to. Mattress was new in the box. It was at the curb on Easter Sunday. Well, that's not what Chris said. That's not what Chris said. Chris said someone gave him. That makes me even more suspicious now. Why would he throw out? Why would he throw out a brand new mattress? They did. You're right. They said a bed. They did say a bed. I don't know. Yeah, my StreamYard and YouTube right now is acting redonkulous. It shows I have nobody in either room right now. So I don't even know. Um I don't know what the hell it is. It's so weird. It's so weird. YouTube has just been crazy lately. Maybe Chris. Oh, I wouldn't trust. I wouldn't trust Chris with nothing. Does mattress come in a box? Well, who gave him that bed or that mattress? Who gave him that? And why? The entire day before. Yes. Thank you, Daily. Thank you, my love. Thank you for that membership, gifting that membership. If you receive the membership, please thank our sweet Daily. Justin, did you read the thread Chris posted in CJ's chat today? Who's CJ? Who's CJ? I mean, like the foam mattresses, like the I don't even know what they're called. It's like a bed in a box kind of thing. You sent me this. You sent me the screenshots. But was it really him? Oh, okay. Here we go. I got it. Thank you for sending me that. Here, I'll show y'all. And just because this, and I want to be very clear on this, just because this says it's Chris doesn't mean it is him, because there's sick people out there who will do stuff. But it has come to my attention that you have plans to visit my house tomorrow. Take this as an official notification. It kind of sounds like him, the way he's writing. There are no trespassing signs posted all around my house. If you set foot on the property at all for any reason, you will be prosecuted. There is no easement around the properties in our subdivision. That's not true. This is not a threat, just a statement. Please respect our privacy as well wishes. Thank you in advance, sir. What creator is this? Yeah, the way he writes it, you can tell it's him. Oh, thank you, Amy. Thank you for coming a member, baby doll. Love you. Who's CJ? You can get the mattress that has the air. Yes. Yes. CJ's crime concepts. And what is CJ's crime concepts? What does he do? Like, CJ is the one that got the divers there. No, it's not a gated community. And there is an easement. If there is power lines, going into their house, up into the power line, that's the easement. Just an FYI. Well, Chris watches all of us 1,000%. He's setting up in that crane every day. Gaming like a wrecking ball, and he's like that Justin, that mother Fletcher. I'm gonna write that little bitch right there. I'm gonna get him right down. Mother chicken. I'm telling you, that's exactly what he does. He was boots on the ground big time. He searched as much as Seth for real. Guy, yeah. I did send you info on the crane. There's an easement. He just wants to say that. That does sound like him, though. That does sound like Chris. I gotta say. I was trying to give him like the benefit of the doubt. I think YouTube just kicked half of my chat out. I don't know why it keeps doing that. Can y'all hear me? Is there anyone out there? Here we go. Thank you. Okay. God, it's so weird. It says I have 62 people watching both channels. Did he leave the campground? Yes, can hear you. Okay. Yes, I do permitting. There is a minimum of 5. Yep. Yep. Okay. I don't know, man. That's something. Okay. Let's see what we got here. I want to show you guys. Hopefully, y'all can see it. Y'all can hear me. What happened in Elijah Vu's case today, and it was only what does it say? You had 770, now 373. It's kicking people out. It keeps kicking us. So weird. I don't know what the hell it is. I got 289. Like something's wrong. I don't got a text from you. Hold on, let me fix. Let me see if I can fix this. Break out the super glue. I got kicked 3 times. Guys, I'm going to end it, and I'm going to end it, and I'll figure it out.